Here's a list of the 15 most interesting facts about the exploration of space by animals. One of these facts is false. Can you spot it? 1. The first animal to travel into space was a dog named Laika. Aboard the Soviet spacecraft Sputnik 2. 2. Laika's journey occurred on November 3, 1957, making her the first living being to orbit the Earth. 3. After Laika's mission, the Soviet Union successfully launched several dogs into space, including Belka and Strelka, who became the first animals to return safely from space. 4. Laika's vital signs were monitored during her flight, providing valuable data on how organisms react to space travel. 5. The first mammal to survive spaceflight was a rhesus monkey named Albert I, who launched aboard a V-2 rocket in 1948. 6. Ham the chimpanzee was the first hominid to travel to space and return safely. Launched by NASA on January 31, 1961. 7. In 1968, the Soviet Union's Zond 5 spacecraft successfully carried two tortoises named Goliath and Klimchuk on a trip around the Moon. 8. Fruit flies have also made their way into space, with various experiments conducted to study the effects of microgravity on their genetic material. 9. In 2006, the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, sent a pair of mice named Kurumi and Shiro into space, investigating the impact of space travel on mammalian reproductive systems. 10. Dust mites on board the Space Shuttle Columbia in 1995 proved that these microscopic creatures can withstand the harsh conditions of space. 11. Cats have never been sent to space due to their sensitivity to motion sickness and the inability to train them adequately for such missions. 12. Birds have been sent to space by various countries, including France, to study the effects of microgravity on their wing movements. 13. The spiders named Anita and Arabella were part of an early NASA experiment to observe their web-spinning behaviors in space. 14. The Soviet Union launched turtles on multiple occasions, investigating the long-term effects of cosmic radiation on their lifespan. 15. In recent years, a colony of nematodes, tiny roundworms, was sent to the International Space Station to study how they would survive and reproduce under space conditions. Remember, one of these facts is false, but it's up to you to figure out which one it is. Now, let's wrap up with a chuckle-worthy joke about the exploration of space by animals. Joke: why did the astronaut dog start digging on the moon? Because he thought there was buried astronaut bone. Why? Dog face full moon. And now, it's time to uncover which fact in the list I previously provided was fake. The fake fact was actually number 3, which stated that cats were the first animals to venture into space. In reality, it was Laika, the courageous space dog, who became the first living creature to orbit the Earth. Cats might be proud to claim the title of space adventurers, but they'll have to settle for a close second. Alright, brace yourselves for 5 bonus facts about the exploration of space by animals. 1. Fruit flies made their mark in space exploration. In 1947, they became the first animals to be sent to high altitudes and pass through the boundary of space. 2. Turtles. Yes, turtles ventured into space too. In 1968, the Soviet Union's Zond 5 mission carried 2 Russian tortoises named Gena and Zhenya around the moon and safely back to Earth. 3. Monkeys have had their share of space travel as well. In 1959, a squirrel monkey named Miss Baker became the first monkey to return alive from space. 4. Beetles might seem small, but they've traveled many miles beyond Earth. NASA once sent a group of beetles aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour to observe the insects' behavior in microgravity. 5. Earthworms also joined the space race. In 1994, the shuttle Columbia carried a group of worms to investigate their muscle development and behavior in a weightless environment. Now, as promised, here's one last astonishing fact about the exploration of space by animals. But this time I'll put on my best, the stickiest man alive, accent for added excitement. In the grand tapestry of space voyages by animals, did ya know that in 1973, the Skylab 3 mission featured an experimental menagerie of creatures, including a funky frog named Freddy? This groovy space frog hopped around onboard the Skylab, providing valuable insights into the effects of microgravity on amphibians. Riveting, isn't it? So there you have it, my friend. Some fascinating facts and a little humor about the extraordinary exploration of space by animals. Keep reaching for the stars. And remember to share a smile along the way. Rocket open mouth smile.